Hello there, people, and welcome to yet another QC patch, or whatever you may call this thing, in this random adventure of random things. So this time we're checking out Godel Quake C mods by David Windeman. Alright, this is, as pretty much said, this is basically Godel's mods. This is version 3, basically, much improved over previous versions. So, yeah, there's plenty of QC source files in here, but mainly you could just, of course, install it using the procs.dat unless you really care about seeing the source. Anyway, this basically has multi-skin support, with corpses keeping the player's skins after death. So yeah, this is yet another mod for multi-skin support if you need it. Let's see here. Corpses now stick around for 2 minutes, after which they jib into pieces, and the jibs stick around longer for as well. Actually, we've seen that mod before, as an individual thing. That's actually rather curious. It definitely feels like, you know, take and build your own pieces, because, like I said, that was exactly used. I think that's corpses or whatnot. Corpses now stick around for 1 minute, then corpses jib and the heads go flying. So this basically extends it to 2 minutes, but the idea is exactly the same. And so yeah, that's basically probably ripped just from that. Nothing really spectacular or amazing about that one. Let's see here. Player corpses have more jibs. Players always jib dying in lava. Okay, sounds rather useless. I'm not really sure why. It's just kind of like a gore mod, I guess. Players can toss, like a grenade, one of their weapons or their used armor to pick up later by them or another player. The model thrown actually looks like the weapon, and it spins. So yeah, this is sort of that drop mod or whatever, the ability to drop things that I said before was rather useless because ammo management is not really a big problem in co-op or whatnot. Weapons, backpacks, ammo, corpses, jibs, and such go through teleporters and wind tunnels. Now you toss a weapon through, can shoot through, and whatnot. So, yeah, that's pretty useless unless you're using a throw thing, because otherwise there's no way to really throw things at things. But that is rather weird that you can basically toss a gun into a teleporter and have it come out the other side. Grenades now have variable timers. Why? Why would you ever want that? That sounds terrible. It's kind of nice to time your grenade jumps. Observer mode is now in. You'll be non-corporeal, such as no-clip, and others will not even know you're there, you peepin' Tom. So yeah, sort of like mouse mode for the other one, but a little bit different. It's basically that spectator mode, if you will. But yeah, not really that useful for co-op, because this is more of like a deathmatch tourney thing, I guess. Pipe bombs are now working. To access them, simply select the grenade launcher twice to turn your grenade launcher into a pipe bomb launcher. We saw pipe bomb launchers before, with the other one, whatchamacallit, when we were playing the last server-based one. This seems to be yet another server-based mod, but it's not, it's just a collection of mods. Yeah, before we had the Happy Fun Quake server, and that in particular had the pipe bombs. So, yeah, this is basically the exact same thing. Hollow Quakers cost a nominal amount of cells and last a minute. You may have 3 of them at a time. Interesting, that was actually done before. We saw that one. So, yeah, not really that spectacular. A lot of these have already been done before. Electric minions cost a significant amount of cells and create an intelligent friend which follows you around and electrocutes your enemies. To create an electric minion, merely select the lightning gun twice and fire. Okay then, that sounds interesting. We're going to have to check that one out. Crucified zombies can be shot at and killed. That sounds rather exciting, actually. That sounds rather useful, since they were always annoying just to hang on walls before. Long-range shotgun and super shotguns are in. To access them, simply select the weapon a second time. If the player has a lightning gun, it will slowly be charged, giving him one more cell every 5 seconds as long as he has less than 50 cells. I did this because there are so many cool things you can do with cells. But yeah, that makes you a bit overpowered. Grenades and pipe bombs can be blown up by an explosion nearby. Okay, that sounds rather bad. So yeah, you can have like chain reactions with them. An axe is replaced by a vampiric rune axe. Slightly faster and sucks enemies' health. Pulls you towards them. Makes evil sounds when used. Okay then. Be careful trying to suck health from zombies. Selecting the axe twice will bring your punching hands to bear. Hit an enemy and watch them fly. Okay, we really gotta check out this stuff. It feels like all these different curious things. So, yeah, needless to say, lots of various things this time around. We're gonna have to play through all of this, see what exactly it is. I just kinda gave you a rundown, but to actually do it... Oh wait, I just ran up the progress that died again. Oopsie daisy, that doesn't really help anyone, does it? No, not at all. Let's actually get out of this, because this is totally worthless to everyone involved. And instead, let us move over the progress that to our folder, where we can do stuff that probably was already done. Anyway, now I actually want to load up the game so we can actually see what exactly all this stuff is about, because we have plenty of stuff to check out this time. A lot of it, like I said, has already been done. It's all part of the server before, and it feels like not much new as opposed to like new weapons or whatnot. Just a lot of fancy little things are there. So yeah, let's see here. Here's our vampiric rune axe, I guess. So you can see you can switch between the different modes just by pressing the axe. So let's see here. Let's turn around and try and collect some health and see what exactly happens. Can we like suck the health from enemies? That could be rather exciting. Let's go and check this out, because I want to kill enemies for health. Okay, it sounds like a scrag, and you get to kill enemies for health. Sounds rather convenient for an axe-based run. Now you can be crazy and try and murder things. Faster axe with the ability to suck health. Sounds useful for an axe-based run. Of course, it might make it a bit too easy because you can really heal up. Question: how hard is it to face a shambler using a runic axe? Questions of the day. We can do this, people. So you can see, it's very easy, actually. So you see, I just was able to kill an axe, a shambler, without too much difficulty. Hi, guide! I shall kill you, Spawn! With just an axe! This is probably the worst idea you could ever have. Run away! Run away and hit some zombie! As you see, killing zombies kinda is the opposite effect of what you want. It sucks your health away, interestingly enough. I guess because they're already undead. Let's see, what happens if I put on God mode so that way the only death message can be sucking their health? Get away from me! I'm trying to murder you! Just stay right here and just keep whacking him! Amazing! I love how the fact that even after the zombie's knocked down, you can still hit him, and it's like... Is that like for everything? Like, if the zombie's knocked down anywhere, you can basically continue to try and kill him? So that could be rather useful. E1M3. I wonder if that's a thing now. So you see, it's not a thing. Oh god, I killed myself to a zombie. You see, rather exciting, rather different. Okay, let's load up the start map, I guess. Intro, start. Alright, this time around, we can shoot the zombies on the walls. So you see, there's still a 0 counter, so it doesn't actually affect your counter. But at the same time, you can kill them now. Nice little feature indeed, because, as you see, it doesn't cause any damage at all to your monster count, and at the same time, it allows you to do some extra little collateral damage in the world. Definitely a nice little feature, I say, would be worthy of adding. Totally harmless, and at the same time rather worthy. Now, of course, there is, as always, multi-skin support. Just like do like an Impulse 200 or so, and you switch between it. Now, let's see here. Let's actually bind. Let's see here. What would be a good key to bind? Let's bind H to Impulse 200. Now let's bind let's see, J maybe? Would be good to bind to Impulse 201. Okay, let's see here. How does this work? Well, it's backwards from how it... Yeah, that's actually interesting. It's actually backwards from how it's supposed to be. Two-edger goes forward and the other one goes backwards. Oh well. I don't really need to like see exactly what it is. I'm just seeing if the skins are the same as the other one. Red, yellow, woman, dude. Wait, what? Did I just see that right? Red, yellow, woman, dude. What in God's name is that thing? What type of name is that? That right there is now skin number 19, people. Red, yellow, woman, dude. I have no idea what they're talking about. I guess that's what the Flash is supposed to be. Red, yellow, woman, dude, everyone. Most insane name I've ever seen for the Flash. Apparently this person doesn't know what the Flash is. But they tried to fit it up as best as they could. You see, you fall in lava, you jib. Rather pointless little change, but it is a thing. Like I said, I'm not really a big fan of like jibbing under lava. Feels rather pointless. But I do like the ability to kill these zombies. Just a nice little detail and whatnot, because they're always hanging on the walls, you always want to attack them. Now you have the ability to kill them, and it does absolutely nothing otherwise. I hate the vampiric cats though. The vampiric cats is a bit overpowered. Let's try shoving hands. Maybe that'll work a bit better for me. I want to see them go flying. Okay, we need to like skill 3 and do like map E4 M3 or something. Yeah, now you get to push them away. Stay back. As you see, the ads are still as fast in both modes. So you still get the speed of the ads by doing this, but you don't get the vampiric side. So it could be useful for like pushing away a zombie. Say like this. There we are, we just pushed a zombie away from us. Stay back, I'm warning you! Definitely hilarious if, you know, the problem is that it could be bad to try and, you know, kill enemies like this. Because they're kind of moving really fast away from you. Does it work on Shamblers? The Shamblers are rather big beasts. Does it still work on them? Stay back! Okay, this is a bad idea on my part! Gotta love how the axe doesn't even cause any damage in this mode. Yeah, it could be rather bad. Needless to say, I'm not a big fan of that either. Rather fun to make them fly around, but, you know, when you kind of want to attack with gnats, you kind of want to attack with gnats, not push them away fastly. And the vampiric thing, I don't really like. You know, I guess the push and hit thing could be on its own, but then... I don't know, I'm trying to think of a use case whereby pushing an enemy away would actually be, you know, useful. I guess if you want to like speed run through a map, but otherwise there's like no real reason you want to have like an enemy pushed around. So I don't really want to do that, because then it kind of like makes it so you're able to rush through a map quicker because you have enemies out of your way. Let's see here. Let's see here. So that's the skin value. 210 is observer mode, by the way. It pulls 210. There we are. Now we're in observer mode, which is pretty much no clipping around. Can enemies see us? No, they can't. So yeah, this is totally no target observer mode. You sort of fly around and see things that you want to see, I guess. Of course, it could be totally cheaty, because now it's like... Oh, okay, you can't use it to an advantage, though. You need to kill yourself if you want to get out of observer mode. So yeah, you can't use it as an advantage, really. But it's useful if you want to have, like, that spectator mode and just watch players do things. So, yeah, that's the thing. Not exactly the most important thing in the world, since there's really never a reason I need spectators in my server or whatnot. Usually, people are going to be either playing or they're going to stand by somewhere and just stop. And when you're dead, you basically don't respawn until you press a button anyway. So, not really a biggest of issues, in my opinion. Really, watching other players or whatnot really doesn't help much. So let's see here. Let's switch to another map, because this one's not really the friendliest of maps in the world. The Tomb of Terror! The Tomb of Terror is crashing on me. You see this, people? Why is the Tomb of Terror freaking out on me? This is bad. I don't want a level that freaks out on me suddenly. Why is it suddenly freaking out on me? That's not good at all. Yeah. Something broke the Tomb of Terror. Dear God, this is horrible. Why would you want this? Okay, I don't like this mod, just for the fact that it breaks a freaking level in the game. That's not good at all. I have to figure out what exactly breaks it, but yeah, that's not good at all. So anyway, let's see here. We were trying to figure out stuff in the game before we were so rudely interrupted. Let's see here. Long range shotgun. You see, it shoots farther away. It's great for that sniper rifle version. So as opposed to like shooting like here, you have your normal spread. Long range shotgun, you can be like that. Bam. So yeah, it's even better if you have like that sniper rifle thing or whatnot, because now you can sit here, sniper an enemy with your long range shotgun, and get all the pellets in there. It's also just good for better impact with enemies. In fact, I'm not really sure if there's much of an advantage to ever using the regular shotgun mode with this. I mean, I guess the risk is that now it's like less pellets will collide, so you still gotta be just as skillful with it. But at the same time, it's convenient because now it allows you to go into long range, snipe something, go back to normal. Definitely has its own little advantages, and it can be useful for that little sniper rifle thing. So anyway, other people's corpses were solid, must have been annoying, that's been fixed. Impulses which use the temp1 variable, which we're using the server's temp1, not the client's. Very bad. Enough said. Anyway, there's a bunch of different credits for different people and whatnot, which we don't really care about because there's a bunch of different people and way too much that I don't really want to read about. Anyway, sniper rifle. Now we also have the double-barreled shotgun. Let's switch to like Impulse 9 so we get all the different guns. So you see it has a long-range shotgun. Amazing! Why in God's name would you ever use the normal one? Like, it's the same impact radius. Like, my God, this sounds like it's overpowered. Yeah, this might be a bit overpowered, people. The regular shotgun I can understand, but the double-barreled? Why in God's name would the double-barreled ever want to be? Yeah, look at this. This is way too overpowered. You know, with such a short impact radius, you can jib things with these. It makes things way too powerful. Yeah, I don't like that one. I like the long range shotgun for just having a sniper rifle in there. But yeah, definitely not the double barrel. The double barrel gets way too overpowered for its own good. So anyway, that's that. Let's see, if I hit Impulse 55... Well, let's do like Impulse 9 first, so then Impulse 55. That tosses your current weapon, as you see. Convenient, someone else can pick it up. And now we got it back, as well as our nails. So if I do Impulse 56 though... Oh, there's 20 nails right there. You see, it's always the values of 20 for some reason. But yeah, Impulse 56. If I do it like here, Impulse 56. There we are, some different ammo that we can pick up, get some more, and do stuff again. Very useful to toss out that different stuff. Now we don't have any armor, but the same thing's supposed to happen with armor. So if we like go to like, let's do change level so I keep all this stuff. E1M1 is that's the quickest I can think of. Not even trying to aim right. Just wanted to get my weapon here. Okay, let's see here. So we did Impulse 55, Impulse 56. Now the one problem with zooming is the fact that yeah, afterwards it makes it so it's like awkward. Like your sensitivity can kind of get like bumped up. As you see, it's like faster than normal. But as you see, you can toss your armor around. I think actually I could change that in my configs. So let's see here. That's armor. You see, just toss it like everything else. Let's see here for a second. If I can actually like change my sensitivity when I come back in. You know, when you zoom out, you're supposed to have a sensitivity of 50 apparently. That's a sensitivity I set to. But it seems like for my sensitivity normally it's 15. Interesting enough, and that would cause a major problem, wouldn't it? So, let's see here. Sensitivity is at 15. So yeah, by having it how I have it, it's spiking it way up. That could be rather bad, needless to say. So what I want to do is actually change that around because I do not like that value at all. So I'm going to just go into do quickly is I'm going to go zoom in, make sensitivity very slow, make it like 1. And then we're going to make it go out to sensitivity, well it really doesn't matter except for the beginning and an ending. Let's see here, so field of view and blah blah blah. It doesn't seem like there's any others besides the initial and ending. So like we're going to do sensitivity 1 for very slow at the ending. But sensitivity is going to be fast when you zoom out. Alright, so that should do it. That should fix it up. Make it so that way it's not a pain. I can use my long range shotgun, which now I have, and have the benefit of using, without messing up my whole sentence afterwards. Because as you see, it keeps whatever you have as your setting for sensitivity. So you need to have that compatible, otherwise it ends up messing itself up. So let's see here. Let's load that up. Fits up the sentence, that way it's actually right. So see now sensitivity is still at 1. Well, that's a problem. Why sensitivity is still at 1? That's kind of problematic. Maybe it's backwards, so it's like sensitivity 1, sensitivity 15. But yeah, this is definitely not promising at all. I need the ability to sensitivity 1, sensitivity 15. Yeah, maybe it's like backwards because otherwise it's like zooming out from the inwards position. Let's hope, because I really would like to kind of get that one working. So we had the ability to zoom out, have a functional sniper rifle without, you know, freaking out at me. So now my sensitivity is at 15. I zoom in, sensitivity is now at 1. It allows you to zoom in closely. So you want to snipe that zombie there. Well, here we are, long range shotgun. If I was able to jib him, I would be able to with the sniper rifle. But of course here, it's going to hit like very cheaply. See, I'm much better for like sniper rifle type action like I just set up. Yeah, rather nice little feature. Of course, now I just lost my README file, so I need to actually go pick that up again. Otherwise, I won't be able to really see what else there is. In this very complicated server, there's plenty of different little features as you see here. Let's see here. Let's see, this chaotic mess of different features that we have. So I showed you how to like throw different weapons down, how to switch the sniper rifle, different modes, the no-clip mode. Let's see here. Oh yeah, you can also make any of those stuff go through teleporters, as I said before. Corpses go through it, ammo, jibs, anything goes through things. So say I like stand here and I do an impulse, oh I don't know, impulse 55. But that's not going to help me because I have the regular shotgun. That's not going to help me at all. Impulse 55 it. And there we are. We just shot right into the teleporter. And we come through here, we pick it up again. You see, rather useful if you just want to throw through a teleporter for some reason. Not really sure why you want to do that, but there we are. The ability to kind of do it. And it sounds more consistent logically. So it might be useful to modify it with, just for logical consistency, so things actually, you know, fall through teleporters if you want them to. So, yeah, let's see here. We have jibs stick around. Corpses now stick around for 2 minutes. As said before, that's very similar to the other one, but it's 2 minutes instead of 1 minute, so it's going to be even more of a pain. It's just like kill some... There we are, we killed these 3. We'll stand here and watch this guy while I begin looking at other things. Like I said, 2 minutes is a bit unreasonable. Let's see here. Pipe bombs, okay, let's see here. Pipe bomb, just like the other one. You have your grenade launcher. Bounces that, goes out. Pipe bomb, you bounce it stays there indefinitely. Of course, it has a certain wide radius until you hit a certain button, which in this case would be 52. Impulse 52, boost it up. Now, an interesting thing, if you do Impulse 53, actually you can decrease or increase your grenade timer. So like if I do Impulse 53, like let's actually bind these two. Bind G Impulse 53 and bind H to Impulse 54. So Impulse 54 is going to increase my grenade timer and Impulse 53 is going to decrease it. So as you see, this is as fast as possible. As soon as you shoot it, you're pretty much blowing it up. Amazing, right? Yeah, very excessive. And you can make it go out, well, you can make it go out a long time, as you see. 300 seconds. Of course, we could make it blow up preemptively like that, by blowing up something else with it. But yeah, now you can specialize how long you want your grenades to last for. You want quick action, or you want something that's going to last a while and just sit there. Yeah. Of course, it always immediately will just collide with an enemy and impact with them. So this seems rather useless. Let's cut down our timer again. Set way. Not much to blow up. So you see, really doesn't matter much or whatnot for like our... So no matter our timer, it always works regardless. Oh, there our grenade went. A grenade's still gonna sit there, huh? Well, yeah, actually I said it to be like 5 minutes out. God, yeah. No wonder it's still there. It would take 5 minutes to like fix that. So let's see here. Grenade timer it out. Let's set it to like the maximum value. And yeah. So you see it blows up preemptively if other explosions are near it, but otherwise you can basically just have it sitting there lasting for the next 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of it because I feel the default value is rather good, and having that much control over your grenades just doesn't feel right. It feels like it could be too exploitive, like have some value to set it to instead of having it so controllable. So yeah, needless to say, not the most useful of things. Hi there, buddy. But yeah, like I said, you have your long-range shotgun and the ability to snipe them out. Very useful little feature there. I like that one, even if I don't like most of these. Like I said, you can toss things around. I don't really care about tossing things around because, like I said, in co-op, really resource balance is already kind of a thing. And trying to toss around more is probably just a bit excessive. And more exploitive than anything, like I said, because you always end up overpowered anyway. You know, unless there's a way to fix up co-op, I don't want to, like, even bother with some of this stuff. Because it makes you too overpowered. So let's see here. Jibs, like I said, really, really pointless because they take forever to, like, blow up anyway. Let's see here. Player corpses have jibs, as I said, but that really doesn't matter too much. Things going through, like, teleporters is just a little nice consistency thing that you're not really going to notice, but it's there. Variable timers don't really matter. Observer mode doesn't really matter for, like, co-op either. I don't like that. Pipe bombs. I believe I've talked about pipe bombs before, but like I said, pipe bombs are like something you shoot, it sits there. It's a little different of a mode or whatnot to have, but like I said, once again, it's like you get too much control over when your grenades go off. And I don't like having that level of control that you didn't initially have. You know, it feels like you're getting too overpowered with something like that. I'd rather not have control over what I'm doing. Or, like, have things a bit more uncontrollable and whatnot. You know, a sniper rifle, at least that could, you know, be said to be like a tool with this. You know, this specific zoom mode that is part of the original thing or whatnot, the original config file. So it's like, now you actually have a reason for using this. Just to snipe out enemies. And it's pretty much exactly the same in most cases, you know, unless you're like... Actually, I can't really think of a case whereby it really isn't different unless you're a long range off. If you're a long range off, you can always just snipe them or get close or whatever, so it's not really the biggest of deals. Like I said, you know, pipe bombs, you could argue, like, it isn't much of a big deal, but it just feels like too complicated to have another button for it dedicated to it. Really doesn't serve much of a purpose in the normal game. Yeah, I just can't imagine much of an application. At least snipers, I could say for like enemies on balconies or something like that, you could have some strategy. It serves a purpose. When it comes to pipe bombs, yeah, it's just like maybe in like a deathmatch game, but single player, it just feels like something that you're going to keep moving forward. Why are you needing something that's going to need the time so long? So yeah, that's just kind of my opinion why exactly I'm not really going to bother with pipe bombs specifically. Anyway, Hollow Quakers. Impulse 58 is that one, so we'll do that. That should be just like the ones we kind of saw before. So you see, there's our Hollow Quaker. He's awkwardly enough standing in the air. He's not bobbing like the other one at all. And enemies don't really do anything, do they? No, not at all. So let's see here. If I like stand here, I'll do like Impulse 58 again. I can have multiple Hollow Quakers here, people. I think this is the first time it does that. Oh, I see. I probably shouldn't have done that because I really want to see this guy jib. And 2 minutes is really a pain in the butt time period. Anyway, what I want to do is no target. I'm gonna do an impulse 58. There we are, he's facing him. And now we're gonna do no target off. And it does nothing, right? Totally nothing. You see, it totally ignores him and just shoots me. So it's a totally useless weapon. Well, totally useless feature as all the other versions have been. This one doesn't even bob around or do anything else. It's just really there. And you can spam it unlike the other ones. So, yeah. So it lasts a minute. You can have 3 at a time. Okay, so you do have a limit. So if I like do it, I'm going to like create an entire group of them here. They're also weirdly enough like spawned right on me instead of like nearby me. Feels a little bit more funky. But yeah, I can't do any more because I had the maximum done here. But yeah, now I'm my little kumbaya with my 3 Quakers. This is rather awkward. But yeah, we have our 3 things. They'll last a minute. And yeah. So we have the ability to shove things, we have the ability to heal up. Both of those, like I said, stink. Oh, one of them just disappeared. You abandoned me, buddy! You were supposed to stay for the rest of my life. Instead you disappeared. How dare you? So, yeah, of course, like I said, grenades also could explode by like a explosion nearby, such as this. But not really the biggest detail in the world to worry about. So anyway, that's really all the different details there. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm trying to see. It's really not much more to this. I mean, still, we have yet to see these guys jib at all because these guys are trying to torment me in my life. Let's see here. Corpses stick around for 2 minutes, after which they jib it to pieces, and the jibs stick around longer as well. Well, when did they go into jib? I mean, it's now past 2 minutes. I couldn't have done it too long into the level, so it's gotta be happening any time now. Any time now, people. I like spawned into the level and killed them like within a few seconds, so needless to say, there's something wrong. Yeah, this jib thing is not really doing anything, people. Like, yeah, if you want the jib mod, use the other one. Don't use this, because this isn't doing anything. I'm just looking at this guy dead on the ground here, and it's kind of not, you know, doing anything there. Yeah, this kind of stinks. Okay, at the 3-minute mark, yeah, I didn't waste an entire minute not killing this guy. So needless to say, yeah, this isn't a thing that really is doing anything. So anyway, next thing, let's see here. So anyway, we can waste our cells and then recharge them back up, as said before. It'll recharge it every 5 seconds by 1 cell. As you see, 1 cell has gone up already, 1 cell going up. So you see it builds back up. Anyway, what happens if I have no cells to begin with? Let's go back to like the start level. Do you get cells if there are no cells? Or do you have to like have the Thunderbolt for like cells to even build up in the first place? It seems like that answers my question. There are no cells being stocked up. It's been already 15 seconds. So needless to say, you only get cells when you have cells to begin with. Once you have cells, impulse 9 it, and we burn through our entire cell catalog, you gotta have less than 50. Like I said, once again, another little overpowered feature, since cells are so powerful, you don't want them common. So having them like this is probably not the beneficial feature that he's kind of doing. I mean, it is useful to test out the feature, but definitely not for an actual game. So, anyway, I'm not sure how much it costs to, like, get a, whatchamacallit, a electric minion. So you see, electric minions in other modes. So if I run here, there we are, there's our electric minion. Amazing, it's circle around us. It kind of reminds me a lot of that version of Quake and whatnot. So it's only 40 cells, and now we have an electric minion that flies around and murders everything. Violently. Amazing. So we get a little minion. He flies around and murders things with us. It's like kind of shooting the Thunderbolt different enemies, except, you know, it's a little minion. My little pet minion. He'll murder everything. Yeah, I'm not sure I really want this or whatnot. Because, yeah, pet minion, once again, just feels like an overpowered feature to have something that's automatically shooting for you. That's more of something you'd see in an RPG, not something you want in an FPS. You don't want something that's just doing all the work for you. That doesn't feel the same. So, yeah, needless to say, not a big fan of that one. And that's the giant collection of stuff there, people. Yeah, lengthy collection, but, most of it, as I said, is totally useless to us. Nothing is like pick upable or whatnot in the levels. They're all like stuff you use impulses or stuff that is just existent in your hands to begin with. So, yeah, needless to say, just different weapon modes for the most part. Or little different features or whatnot to them. So anyway, let's see here. As basically, in hindsight or whatnot, as you see, a lot of it's totally worthless or whatnot. Multi-skins, actually, that's a question. Multi-skins have been kind of a pain on my server or whatnot lately. I don't exactly, not exactly 100% happy with multi-skins. I want to see if this one fixes the issue that I've had with them lately. Basically, I'm going to switch my skin to Duke Nukem, and I'm going to run into a... Well, that didn't really help me. But, you know, as you see, when you restart, it switches you back. And so if I go into like this, and switch to a new level, guess what happens? Impulse 200, it's going to switch me to Duke Nukem again. It doesn't retain my skin. So if I no-clip into here, just going to sneak right to it, without even lowering anything. And now if I press Impulse 200 again, I should go to 3, but I'm going to 2. So as you see, multi-skin works the exact same way it does in all the other mods. It doesn't really, like, retain itself. You have to, like, manually do it every single time. See, it's the same multi-skin as we've seen in other ones. Basically has the exact same functionality. I think, like, Boba instead of Boba Fett. But other than that, and the final one actually being accurate to my multi-skin, but being a rather awkward name, it's basically nothing really that magnificent. Like I said, a lot of these different modes I'm not a big fan of, like having, you know, the ability to snipe with a super shotgun sounds really silly. Having a guardian or whatnot is a really bad idea because, like I said, it's too giving focus away from the player, which is a really bad idea. Runic, the vampire axe makes you too overpowered. Having the axe move as fast as it does in general makes it so you're really overpowered. Having them push away from you really is kind of a worthless feature, whatnot, as a general rule of thumb. I can't imagine having much use of that. Like I said, when it comes down to it, things I actually like this one. The sniper rifle definitely is nice. Having the long-range shotgun, if you will, is just a little bit of an additional feature that can work rather nicely to fix up things and make it so that we can snipe enemies from far away. Other than that, besides having that sniper rifle, having things go through teleporters, just if it's possible to easily modify that, I definitely will do that one because it's a little convenient detail just to swap it out and have it there. So anyway, there's that. And then let's see here, we have... People can throw things. No, I don't like that. I don't like observer mode. I don't like the pipe bombs. I don't like timing your grenades. Any of that stuff really not mattering to me. The crucified zombies dying, that was the big one. That one I really, really like. Having crucified zombies, being able to die, and it not also counting at all towards like enemy kills, it's just a really nice feature. That should have been a thing to begin with. I don't get why that wasn't part of the game. Having crucified zombies just sitting there always bugged me, and so having some way you can just blow them up, it's a really freaking nice feature. So yeah, really, needless to say, not much to really talk about beyond all that. Thank you all for watching. It has been an adventure, and I shall see you all next time.